we got a brand new survival game shown off at the Game Awards. Jurassic Park Survival Game. Uh yeah, I am curious if other people feel the same way about these types of trailers. So, the in almost the entire thing was not gameplay at all, which like I get that in some cases it could create hype or whatever, but they literally just recreated scenes from Jurassic Park. Like that's what they did. So I don't know if that's to build up hype, but I swear that particular scene that they showed, like I don't know if it's been parodied or what, but I feel like I've seen it many times. So to have that recreated just didn't really make any sense. It's like, yep, that's Jurassic Park. Like you could have just taken the clip from the movie and just put that there, and then just show. Like I don't. I mean, yeah, you'd have to show that it's new, but like I just don't get what that did. Like what did that? I don't know. So then you get to the like 5 seconds of gameplay. It looked pretty cool. It did, because for this type of game, maybe it could be amazing. But what I feel like it's going to be is it's just like, I mean, I'd have to look and see who the developers are and stuff, but with a name like Jurassic Park, like a franchise that big, I feel like it's just going to end up being one of those things where it's like shoulda could like not shoulda coulda woulda. Uh like it's something where there could be so much potential, but I feel like it's going to be very like base level where it's like yeah, there's kind of some cool stuff in it, and it's a survival game, but it's not like Rust, but it's not like this, it's not like that, it's not like this. I feel like there's going to be so much of that where it's like they're taking a game type that's pretty popular, and I feel like it's just going to be base level. Like there's not going to be anything that really sets it apart. There's going to be like some cool stuff to it, like what they showed in the trailer, because the concept of like, if it's done very well, the concept of running away from dinosaurs where it feels like what they showed, like having the T-Rex feel like as big as it was, that could be incredible. But again, I feel like it's going to end up just being like that base level where it's like, yeah, it didn't end up being like that, because I think there was some dinosaur type game that I bought a long time ago. I think it was called Stomping Land. It was still one of the weirdest things. Every time I launched that game, it would mess up my internet, and then that game just went away. Like you can't even purchase it on Steam anymore. I don't know if it was a scam. I don't know what that was. Still one of the freakiest thing that's ever happened. Like I was like, yeah, I don't think I should play this. I to this day I've never seen anything like that, and I don't think I saw anyone else complain about it. So it could have just been a weird glitch with me. I don't know, but I've never had my freaking like router reset because of a game. Pretty scary. Uh, but yeah, that game ended up, I don't even know. Like I said, you can't even buy it on Steam anymore. So I don't know if it was like one of those weird scam games. I have no idea. But I feel like whenever they do dinosaur type games, they never end up being what you would hope. Like the scale is just not what you would like it to be. Where like it would feel like what they show in the trailer for that Jurassic Park game. Is that trailer at the 5 seconds of gameplay you get, it looks cool. It really does. I just don't get the trend of showing the footage that they did in the beginning. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get how that gets you hyped about the game. I just personally don't understand it. And maybe that's where others feel different. Maybe they saw that and they were like super hooked, and then they saw the end and they were like, wow, this looks really cool. I don't know. But for me, didn't do anything for me. The little bit of gameplay looked really cool, but again, like I said, it depends on how it ends up getting fleshed out. It really does. I hope that ends up being great. I mean, that would be awesome, because I think I might have said there's two outcomes in the beginning. I never even said the other outcome. It could end up being great. It could end up being its own thing. It's just, I feel like there's never really been, and that's where, hey, they could change this. I feel like there's never really been, at least in like current day, a game that's based off a franchise where it ends up being really its own thing. I feel like we've gotten close. Yeah, so I guess sometimes it happens, because Friday the 13th, I never got it, but it looked really cool. Of course, there were problems with that game, the licensing or whatever. Then they just couldn't even do it anymore. And I believe They're the ones working on that Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, which I'm actually excited for. So, I mean, it happens. Like, these games do come out, I guess, and they do pretty well. But I feel like if you were to talk about like a movie tie-in game or like a franchise tie-in game, I feel like you just go back to like Super Nintendo, like the Lion King game, the Aladdin game. I feel like those are the ones that are like what you would look at. But then, I mean, you have that Mickey Mouse game on the Wii. I didn't really care for it, but that was very popular. So I mean, yeah. I mean, it happens, but I think for the type of game that Jurassic Park game is trying to be, I think in that realm, I feel like more times than not, it ends up being like, yeah, this is cool that it's Jurassic Park, but at the same time, you could feel that it's Jurassic Park because this is very base level. Like you can tell this was made for a high-end franchise because I don't know if you would say lack of heart. I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I feel like there's just some like aura to those types of games where like it's just like, dang, it just missed the mark. Because there's also a Terminator game coming out at some point. We saw like a 10-second trailer like a couple years ago or something like that at this point. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It could be super cool. But I feel like most people, man, my stomach is making noises. I don't know if that's going through the mic. I feel like with these games, most people do have the feeling of like, this could be great, but I'm not expecting much. That's where it'd be so cool if this game changed that and was like, actually in your face, this game rules. Because like I said, I think a game based off Jurassic Park Survival could be awesome. But then again, the video that we saw of them at the park, I don't want to be at the park. I don't want to survive at the park. I would want it to be more like Rust, which now thinking about it, off of that footage, if they're going to show the park, I don't think it's going to be like that at all. But then no, then they showed like the raft, like they were on, like there was like a bunch of water. Oh my gosh. If there's an underwater part, I'm going to lose my mind. I love underwater stuff, just like fish, I love it. But I'm also terrified by it. Oh my gosh, now I'm like extra pumped. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I want this game to be good. I really do, because I feel like there's so much potential with survival games, but they end up going in like it's either like zombies or like, I don't know. I'm not a survival game like expert. I don't know. I love Rust. I think that game is really cool, but it's super hard to get into because if you're not able to have someone on at all times, you're just basically not going to make it because people are always on just raiding bases and stuff like that. But Rust is amazing. Rust is so much fun. I don't play it anymore, but I put a lot of hours into it. I think I ended up clocking up like 150 or 300, somewhere around there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful for this game. I'm going to definitely keep my eye on it. I don't know. It's weird to think about what angle they could go with, if it's going to be the park or not. I'd really hope it's not the park. I'd rather it be like, or maybe like the park is a part of it, but you can venture off. I don't know, because then it could also, maybe I'm just being like way too optimistic with thinking about Rust, because maybe it'll be more like survival, as in like you just survive as long as you can. It's not really server based. That would be weird too. What if it's not even multiplayer? Yeah, there's so many questions about this. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe there's new details on it. I don't know. I haven't looked at any websites or anything. I just saw the trailer. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Almost a description. Curious what you guys think. Are you guys excited for it? Do you guys feel the same way about like showing the type of footage they did in the beginning of the trailer? Like, does that do anything for you? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I want to see if this works. Apparently, if you like say this, it ends up lighting up the buttons. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. I don't know what you have to say to get it to do it. If click the like button if you like this video, and then the sub button. I believe I saw it do that too. If you want to see more, feel free. I gotta say it correctly. If you want to, now I'm messing up. I don't want to edit this out. I'm gonna leave this in here. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care.